Hello again. So this video is about the theory test explained in the UK. And if you're new to my channel, click on the subscribe and click on that bell icon to get the weekly updates of when I upload my videos. So the theory test then, it's split into two sections. You've got the first section, which is the questions, and you've got the second section, which is the hazard perception. Now you need to pass both of them on the same sitting to actually pass the test. There's no point in saying, well, I passed the first one and second one I failed, because it means you're going to fail everything. So you've got to practice it to be good at it. And I'll put some links below of some study material and some links to help you out, and hopefully that'll help you to prepare for it. Because if you go in there thinking, I'm just going to go in there and wing it, the chances are you're going to fail. Anyway, the theory test questions, you got 57 minutes to answer 50 questions, and the multiple choice, which is to most people plenty of time, but at the same time what you don't want to be doing is wasting time on the question. So let's talk about the first question that crops up then. So it's going to give you a question and several possible answers. You've got to click on the correct one. It might ask you to click on two. If you're not sure about the answer and you're thinking, oh right, it's A, B, C or D, and you're thinking, I'm not too sure here. If you haven't got a clue, don't just guess it straight away, right? Click on the red flag icon and it'll save it for you towards the end, because what you don't want to do is spend like a minute or so or 2 minutes wasting your time thinking or trying to eliminate it, because it might be further down the questions. It kind of gives you little clues. It might reword the question to you, so it kind of jogs your memory. So press the flag, the red flag icon, and you can come back to it at the end. When you're actually answering the questions also, you're going to get a case study. And now a case study is where they're going to give you a scenario, and they might give it in a couple of sentences or a paragraph saying, and it is an example, what you could be driving along the road and ahead of you is an accident, and it will ask you 5 questions to do with that accident. And they're all kind of follow on from each other. And the same sort of thing, it'd be probably multiple choice you're going to get on that one there. Anything you think you've answered wrong on the questions previously, so just say you've answered the first question wrong and you're on the 5th one and you're thinking, I know what that one is now, just press the back key and go back to the first question and change it before you finish, because you're allowed to do that. Then at the end of when you've answered 50 questions, you think, right, I've got some red flag ones there. Click on the red flag. It'll bring up the questions that you kind of passed on. And then you can see, right, okay, then, well, I've got 4 questions here. I just need to kind of have another go at them and have a good think now. So maybe I've got about 10 minutes to go, because you could have your watch on at that point, so you could keep an eye on your own time. There's probably a clock there as well helping you. So have a go at the flag questions again. Then once you've finished, you might have 10 minutes spare. You know, don't just sit there thinking, right, I'm going to twiddle my thumbs for the next 10 minutes. You can say, right, okay, I finished. I'll just click on the finish, and then it'll finalise that. Once you finalise, it'll give you a break of possibly 3 minutes. So it's up to you. You can either start the hazard perception straight away, or you think, right, I want a little breather now. I'll just sort of think about what's going to come up next. So take the 3 minutes, have a little practice. So the hazard perception section, you're going to get a practice at the beginning. So it's going to show you a little video clip of how it's going to work. And then you're going to have 14 video clips to look at. Now, once the video clip's gone, you can't go back and check it again. And so you're going to get one crack at it. So you've got to be on the ball on this one. Now, each video clip is going to have one developing hazard. All right. Apart from one of the video clips, that's going to have 2 developing hazards. Now, a developing hazard, and I'll give you an example because there's loads of them. Here's just one example. You're driving along the road, and ahead of you is a parked car. It's a nice clear road, nice straight road. You can see ahead of you. It's completely clear on the other side of the road, and you're thinking, I'm going to go past him and overtake him quite clearly. As you get closer to that parked car, his right indicator or his signal starts flashing away, and that car starts moving off. At that point, you're reacting to that because you're slowing down. So it's causing you to react to something. So it's a developing hazard, and that's just an example. So if you're having to react to something on the video, you're clicking away. Now, just the way the scoring works, you're going to score a maximum of 5 points per video clip. So you've got to click on it what you think the hazard is. Now, if you click on it once and it's too soon, you're going to get nothing, aren't you? So if you think, oh, there's a hazard there, click on it again. Or, oh, no, another hazard, that's another one there. Click on it again. Well, if you're constantly clicking away, thinking that I'm going to try and con it here, this computer, and just click away, it's going to come up a nice little banner on the screen saying, you're clicking too many times constantly, you've got 0. Because it's trying to think you're trying to cheat or something. So if you see a hazard, click. If you think, oh, that's another hazard, click again. And the quicker you can spot it, the more points you're going to get. And like I said a few seconds ago, you can't say, oh, right, I want to do that video again. It's not going to give you that video again. It's going to move on to the next video and then the next video until you've done all 14 of them. Okay? Once you've completed the 2 sections of the theory test, that point is finished. Not a lot you can do about it. Just go to reception and they'll print out a certificate telling you whether you passed or failed. Now the pass marks is quite important. The pass mark for the theory test questions is 43 out of 50. So if you get 43, you passed. If you get 42, you failed. Anything above 43 and you cracked it. If you get on the hazard perception, you need to get 44 out of 75 to pass. So if you're getting 43, you failed. If you fail one section, you fail the second section. So you've got to pass both of them at the same sitting. And I've mentioned that previously in the video. So you've got to do both pretty well. So practice it. And I'll put a link at the top for hazard perception of just one example of me driving around spotting hazards. So the other thing is, when you're booking your theory test, if you've got a problem with, say, reading or a disability, or you've got a health condition, then you can declare it on when you're booking it. And this is just an example. Say you've got reading difficulty. You declare it and they'll put the audio on, so you can put headphones on where it reads the question to you and it gives you the answers, and all you've got to do is click on the screen. So that's just a bit of help, and it'll be in English and Welsh. So I'll put a link also at the bottom to help you, so you click on that there as well. Then the other thing is, once you've passed, obviously you're excited, don't bin the certificate that they give you. It's got a special code on it that you need to use when you're booking your driving test, and the certificate will last you 2 years from the day you passed, which is plenty of time to pass. Okay, good luck, and I hope this video has helped you. If it has, give it the thumbs up, and safe driving on the roads.